I replayed Dark Souls 2 for the first time in over a year. Why did I put myself through such pain? Well, a lovely streamer named Witcher Girl Mo has been playing the game for the first time, and other streamers have followed suit, including me. I find Dark Souls 2 to not only be the worst of the series that I've played, I haven't touched Demon Souls yet, but also the easiest. Will I be sharing the same opinion by the end of the video? Will I be sharing the same opinion by the end of the entire game? Check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/Chris_Castaway to find out. Also, be sure to check out Mo's Twitch at twitch.tv/WitcherGirlMo. While we're at it, please like and subscribe if you enjoy, and tell me what you think of Dark Souls 2 in the comments. With that out of the way, let's begin. Alright, Dark Souls 2. My least favourite, and yet the reason why will be obvious. So, I got my 2 Estus, got 11 life gems. Is there anything that I need to do right now? So all I've done at this point is the tutorial, and then I've stopped playing. 0 deaths, that's how many deaths that I've had so far, because I've done nothing other than get to Medulla. But yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I guess I just want to like it more. You like a challenge? Yeah, but the thing is, I think that Dark Souls 2 is the easiest of the ones that I've played. The only challenge is not hating it for its BS level designs. Although the way that we're going right now is actually one of the better levels of the entire game. So I'm guessing the answer is that I really did join a cult of Dark Souls 2 playing. I don't want to kill the ogre. Well, I don't want to aggro the ogre. Agroga. It's agrocious. That didn't work. Okay, got the bonfire at least. I want to try my luck against Shrek over here. Okay, I dodged, but sure. Okay, we're not going to bother with that twat. And the worst part about this, you're going to see it, you're going to see it, you're going to see it. Look at the top left, I lost a bit of my max health there. So yeah, it's the main reason why I don't like Dark Souls 2. The fact that no matter what, you're getting punished for practically doing what the game is telling you to do. I hate when games do that. Yeah. Dark Souls 1 does it, but it has to be one specific type of death. Like, it has to be like a curse build-up. But even then, like, it can be cured with a Purging Stone, which you can buy. Problem is with this game, the one thing that you need for it is human effigies, and they are a limited amount. Like, even if you can buy them, you only can buy a limited amount. Which means that if you run out of human effigies, and trust me, if you're going to complete the game, you need them. Like, you need to have some in your inventory to do everything in this game. In order to do that, you need, like, if you need to get enough human effigies, you have to do farming. And the thing is with this game is that unless it's under a certain condition, farming is almost impossible, because after you kill an enemy a certain amount of times, they permanently despawn unless you use something. There, seek last. She said it. She said the thing. Always up your ADP. But yeah, this is like one of those games where it's just like, if it was its own thing, I would be a lot nicer to it. But because it's titled Dark Souls 2, aka a sequel to Dark Souls, and it's nothing like Dark Souls, then now, as a result, it's got, you know, it's too different to be considered a sequel, really. And it's not like a different as in an improvement, it's different as in, like, they've just changed things for the sake of changing things. If anything, like, mechanically speaking, it's closer to Demon Souls than Dark Souls. But yeah, the plan is, get the blacksmith open, buy a rapier from the blacksmith, profit. This is Dark Souls 2, folks. Everything's a gank, or it doesn't exist at all. Look at that rollout window. You know how in Dark Souls 1 it was like instantaneous? It took me about 5 years, even though I pressed it at the exact time that I would in Dark Souls 1. And you see why I call this the slowest game of the trilogy. Also, look at the f***ing weapon durability. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen worse, but that's not saying much when the competition is Breath of the Wilds. Life gems. One of the better things that they introduced to this game. Oh, okay, that's just illegal. But as you can see, because it takes a slow amount of time to heal, I instantly recovered the damage that I lost. Hello there, sir. You look a bit lost. Let me find you a place in heaven. There we go. Oh, f***. Oh, f***. Yeah, Dark Souls 2. People play this game, unironically. Oh, wait, was there a chest in that room that I forgot? I feel like there was. No, I'm just an idiot. Then again, I'm playing Dark Souls 2. I will roast Dark Souls 2 until the cows come home. Oh, I fell. Luckily, I took no damage for falling, which is a rarity in this game. Yeah, I'll buy something. Do you have the bloody key? You have the bloody key. You're only supposed to take the bloody keys off. Okay, do you have a rapier? No, because you're f***ing useless. Got a broken straight sword and hand axe. What are you doing with a broken sword? Why are you selling broken swords? And yes, this will be me just roasting Dark Souls 2 the entire time. I hope you're okay with that. Bear, seek, lest. And a short bow. Oh, we're going to be needing that for when things get tough. Oh, yes. Okay, but first, let me set up. You see, I'm not an idiot. Nor am I new to this game. Roast. Lauren, you're the Dark Souls 2 of this community. That's too harsh. I'm sorry, Lauren. You stand back. I want to buy your weapons. Buy items. Where is it? There we go, Rapier. 1k. Don't waste my time. Go f*** yourself. Rapiers are like the best in this game. Genuinely, the reason why it's so good is because it's fast. And in the game, as you know, the only thing slower than Dark Souls 2 is I'm trying to think of a Lauren roast still. Tell you what, that was 4 minutes ago. We're past the roasting part of Lauren. There's nothing slower than Dark Souls 2 combat. Oh yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over here. Okay, wait there. I'm just going to make the shortcut work. Oh, wrong thing. I didn't equip the firebomb. Bollocks. Okay, you guys are gonna have to do it for me. You didn't do it right. Oh, that worked at least. Oh, they're all coming. Dark Souls 2, everyone. Oh, Dark Souls 2, everyone. Oh, I fell. I'm a moron. On the bright side, back here. On the dark side, look at that fucking health drain. Dark Souls 2, everyone. Stream to Chris punishes himself with a game he hates. I don't hate Dark Souls 2. It's just that there's a lot wrong with it. And people are like, oh, it's the best one. F*** off. They're the kind of people who say, oh, Dark Souls should have an easy mode. And then they play the easiest game and say it's the best one. F***ing baby games. There we go. We can afford the Rapier. The Rapier Mache. Because it sounds like papier mache. It's actually very hilarious. Why aren't you laughing? Laugh, damn you. It's actually the ultimate bitch weapon if you're doing a melee build. Because you can just walk around the opponent and just be like, ding, ding. You'll see when we get to Pursuer. I'll be around if you make it back. Sorry, I'm just unable to. Well, okay, what? I need 12 decks. Well, that sucks. How many decks do I have? 8. I promise I like this game. Just not a lot. To be fair, the dex thing is on me. Ah. Anyway, let's go do the first boss. Alright, it's boss time. It's boss time. Okay, there's no summons. I know that you can get one, but I don't know how. Anyway, I don't need a summon. GG. Baby game. Baby game. I do think once again, of all the games that I've played from Soft, Dark Souls 2 is the easiest. Because, like, a lot of the difficulty I find is just that it's from, like, BS, like, enemy quantity and layout. And that's, like, the majority of my deaths. Like, until the DLC, I almost never died to a boss. Like, half the bosses in this game I first tried. Because I didn't think it was that hard, honestly. Okay, so how much do I need for the rapier? How much dex? 12, okay. Okay, now ADP! Alright, now that I can wield the best weapon in the game. There we go. I +1 rapier. Imbue that shit with lightning and that's going to be brilliant. Oh, I do love this. I mean, I do love the, I'm not going to say I love this game because I actually don't. I do love like the little quality of life stuff, like the things that they improved upon from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2. I do love. Look at that, 2 hits instead of 3. Oh yeah, I can go to Pursuer now. Do I want to go to Pursuer now? There we go, 2 hits. Ready for the type of jank this game is. Oh yeah, like. I keep trying to warn her. This is the best one of the better areas in the game. It's honestly next to Medulla, it might be the best area because it's the only time where I'm thinking this is the closest they've got to actually good enemy layout and good like map design with the shortcuts. Can't wait for Lost Bastion. Oh my god! The moment she opens that door and a dozen. I can't wait. That's gonna be great. Oh my god. Iron Keep is where I was like, oh, I can't be bothered with this game anymore. And I ended up getting a bow and arrow just to stop everything. I think what's good about this game, the one thing that's good, but you can argue that it's only to balance out the fact that it's also a bad thing, is the fact that these guys despawn if you kill them enough times. It's a good thing because you don't want to be constantly going through the level trying to kill the same enemies over and over again. But I think it's a bad thing because, like, it just goes to show that they were incapable of creating a properly made level. Yeah, I think it's 12. Yeah, I think it's 12 times. It's between 10 and 15. But, oh my god, look at how much damage that dealt. Full damage. I was full health and it literally took almost all my health away. Oh yeah. If join that, it does. Which is why, if Mo ever finds out about it, I'm going to be screaming, no, don't you fucking dare, Mo, because you're going to be fucking yourself over tenfold. Because genuinely, especially for Scholar of the First Sin Edition, it's probably the worst thing to do. Okay, this is going to be an even bigger mistake, but I probably could. Okay, halberd. Oh, oh. This was a mistake. Yeah, hey! We all die together! Another thing that I do like about this game, it's rare that I'm complimenting this game so often, but no matter what you level up, you get a little bit of health. But yeah, look, I'm going to level up my ADP. Look at that. Get 2 extra health. Harry, wait for everything. I finished Liza P. I think I hard disagree there. I think Liza P, if I was to place it anywhere, I would place it between Sekiro and Bloodborne in terms of my favourites. Bearing in mind, I think both of those games are overrated. Like, out of the 7 FromSoft, I think it goes Demon Souls worst, then Dark Souls 2, then Sekiro, then Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls and Elden Ring at the top, tied together. And I would put Liza P in the middle of the pack, in my opinion. Like, Dark Souls 1 has a special place in my heart. And Sekiro is the most recent one that I've played, and I can tell it's a great game, but I still hate it. I hate it because I can't really tell. Like, it gets a bit too fast for me. And this is coming from someone who's played Bloodborne. I think Sekiro is just too fast for what I expect from you, because the thing is with Bloodborne, it's fast-paced, it's really fast. But there's only one way of evading in Bloodborne, which makes it a lot easier to understand. But with Sekiro, there's like 3 different ways. There's deflect, there's normal dodge, and then there's jump. I'm not a massive fan of Sekiro right now. Bloodborne has the weakest mid-game. Oh yeah, I think it has the second weakest late game, honestly, Barrel. Because, I mentioned this before. I mentioned this on my YouTube video, actually. People, like, always rant about Dark Souls 1's second half drop-off, but they neglect the fact that for 3 fights in a row, it's Rom, the One Reborn, and Mikolash in a row. It's genuinely baffling that people don't talk about that. And bear in mind, Bloodborne has less bosses, much less bosses in the main game than Dark Souls 1. Yeah, then Murga's Wetness, but I do think, like, as a boss, not as a final boss, but as a normal boss, Murga's Wetness is actually not bad. Just as a normal boss. But as a final boss, yeah. No. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. I don't think, in general, Bloodborne is the most overrated out of the lot. Like, it's a masterpiece, don't get me wrong, but that's something that FromSoft are known for. Their masterpieces. Yeah, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 was the second game that I beat out of the lot. I beat Dark Souls 1 first, and I played Dark Souls 1 first. Then I went to Dark Souls 2, but then after a short while, I quit and went straight to Dark Souls 3. Loved the shit out of Dark Souls 3. Then I went back to Dark Souls 2, and I was like, okay, I'm just existing now. I'm not really fully here when it comes to my enjoyment, but I'm still here. Like, I'm still enjoying, I can still be a bit more, I can be a bit more unbiased than playing it off stream. But yeah, for the first, I think for the first ever playthrough, Dark Souls 3 is the best for first playthroughs, but when it comes to repeat playthroughs, because it's so linear, it can be a bit of an Achilles heel. Weakest new game cycle out of the bunch with the best bosses. Yeah, absolutely the best bosses, without a doubt. Even if you were to count, even if you weren't to count, like, the Chalice dungeons from Bloodborne or the side bosses from Elden Ring, I would still say that Dark Souls 3 is still a hell of a lot better. No time like the present, I guess. I can get 1k back. So it's not the end of the world. Pursuer, I've come to bargain. And then we can show off to Mo if I first try it. Just be like, get good, Mo. He did have a badass entrance, though. Let's just agree on that. Pursuer has one of the better entrances of any bosses. Look at this, though. Look at what I'm about to do. I just sidestepped to the boy. Come on. There we go. I'm playing with my feet a bit here, aren't I? First try. Baby game. Baby game. I learned that strat from Zero Lenny on YouTube because he was like, there are 3 ways to dodge. It's block, dodge, but in Dark Souls 3, you can just sidestep. If you sidestep, you can dodge a lot of the sword attacks for a lot of the bosses as well. Absolute baby game.